What's up, soul family and my baddies? Me and Lil Baby finna hit the old block. You know what I'm saying? After clearing my energy, I really feel like I need to clear my energy now while we at it, because we don't dwell on the old shit. We move on to bigger and better things, right? So let me do this real fast because I usually do it on my lives, or I do it before I get on anything, on any of my videos and stuff like that. But anyway, just to let y'all know that the situation is over and done with. For anybody who like to dwell on anything that I'm no longer dwelling in, let that shit go, because I don't really give a fuck. But and that's concerning my baby and his birthday, okay? For those who get shit twisted, all right? I don't want y'all to get anything mixed up. My heart still goes out to the people who has been on the airplane and stuff like that, American Airlines, because, you know, babies was on that plane as well. And, you know, something like that, it starting at a young age, that stuff will traumatize you for a long time. So I do recommend people who have experienced that type of tragedy, to speak with someone, and if there's extended help as far as talking things out, please, I suggest that you go ahead and do that and get that off your chest, because it'll only get worse, okay? So my love, my heart goes out to everybody that was on that plane, including dearest of mine. Whether we together or not, I don't want anything traumatic to happen to anybody. I hate for anything like that to happen to anybody, okay? And that's a hard pill to swallow. All right, so now I want to get into the topic that I'm ready to talk about, okay? When it comes down, and I really want to talk to my ladies about this, when it comes down to your surroundings, your crowd, or anything like that, you know, whether it's your family or your friends, man, never disconnect from the people that you love, okay? Never disconnect, especially to my ladies, never disconnect to the people that you love. Let me tell you why. Because, you know, sometimes we get caught up in relationships and stuff like that. And we forget where we actually came from. See, you don't just forget where you come from when you reach success. Sometimes you forget where you came from in relationships, okay? And you don't want to get so caught up where, you know, the person that you with feels like they can completely isolate you, because that can become a problem. All right. Reason why I say this is because, you know, you always want to remember your family. All right. Now, the family that you have with them, and it's vice versa for a male too. You know, that family is your lesson. So it's like a karmic family, you know what I'm saying? But they're not your real family. And even in some cases, your own family could be karmic family, you know what I'm saying? So, which is lessons, you know, the vibration that you were born under in order to learn more about yourself, to step forward and step more into your individuality, all right? So, once you have discovered that, you know, you learn the lesson, you move forward. But now in this particular topic that I want to talk about is, before you find yourself in certain situations, but before you fully know a person, please make sure that you never ever disconnect from the people that you love, okay? Never. I know sometimes we'll be like, well, they made me mad, or they did this when we was 6 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old. That doesn't matter, okay? If they find themselves disconnected from you, that's a personal problem that they have with themselves. You know, just make sure you don't tell all your personal business to them. But you want to always be connected with your folks. And even if it's not your blood family, you know, you got family out there that you consider your family. And when something go down, you got to be able to have a place that you can go to in case something or someone puts you in a position where you feel like you have nowhere to go. The last place, or the worst thing, or the worst position that you want to be in is in isolation, away from your folks. Because when that happens, is you giving that person that you're with so much power that you're basically saying that it's okay for them to mistreat you. And when you tell them and you vent all your problems to them based on something that happened in the past concerning your family, that's the first thing they bring up just to keep you stuck. Okay? So when you get to bringing up how they hurt you when they cheated on you, the first thing they want to say, oh, you got daddy issues. Or if you bring up something that you didn't like what they mother done to you, the first thing they're going to say is you got mommy issues. Or if you have a problem with something that happened with their siblings or their cousin, they going to say you just saying it because your family, your siblings, your cousins did this to you. All of it is a form of manipulation, y'all. Don't be a fool. Don't be fooled. You're not crazy. All right. When somebody is mistreating you, you know when you being mistreated. You know when you being fucked around. I'm just being honest. You know when somebody doing you bad. You know when somebody is manipulating you. You know when somebody is taking from you. Okay? Don't be caught up in the idea because these people refuse to heal themselves to say that, oh, well, the reason why you feel that way is because your mama did this, your daddy did this, your cousin did this, your you know what I mean, your brother did this, your sister did that. Man, look, okay? Once that happens, it'll be, they done drilled it in your mind so much to the point where, oh, now you really thinking in your mind that these people are against you. And these people been worried about you all this time. You trying to figure out why in the world when you get around these people, you don't feel that way. But when you get home to this nigga, you barely want to get out the car when you get off work. You just sitting there waiting like, damn, this nigga here. Have y'all ever did that? Have you ever just came, you went from being excited, can't wait to clock out to go home, to now you the last person walking off and want to clock off, and now it's your time to clock, and you like, shit, don't I gotta go to the store or something? Do I need to stop by the gas station or something? And then you sitting in the driveway like, what the fuck? This nigga. You already know what you're going to encounter when you walk through the door. You know what it is. You felt it before you clocked out. You feel it more intense when you get in the driveway. And now you just sad when you come through the door. It's not in your head, baby. It's not in your head. All right? It's him. It's the house. It's the energy. It's everything he ever told you. And then when you thinking in your mind like, oh, well, I can't go back to my mama, or I can't go back to my sister, or I can't go back to my brother, or I can't go back to my cousin them because they really don't give a fuck about me. And my man see it, you know what I'm saying? So why do I need to go back? No, newsflash, truth be told, they don't give a fuck about your nigga. Okay? They just can't keep telling you over and over again that nigga ain't for you because they're afraid you ain't gonna change. They're afraid you just gonna go take your ass on back. That's the reason why they don't get involved. Okay? So you already know, unless your folks starting shit with you, starting shit with them, you know what I'm saying? It should be no reason why he should isolate himself, disconnect himself from your folks where he can't get to know them off the bat. Because let me tell you something. Your family gonna tell you the truth. Your folks gonna tell you the truth about who you bringing through that door. Especially them elders. They gonna tell the truth. Oh yeah, they gonna tell the truth. When you got somebody who come through your door, all right, they so arrogant, they so egotistic, they ain't even trying to get to know your folks like that because they only agenda was you. Okay? Now, your folks trying to tell you about the person that you with, but you ain't trying to hear that because you so focused in the man that you brought in that isolated himself from the family. What make him so grand that he eating the food? Why can't he be welcome himself around? Why he so isolated? His ass ain't made of gold. He's so cocky. He real cocky. He barely want to open the door, barely want to speak when somebody's speaking to him. But he want to tell you what to fucking do. But he can't control his own family life. But he gonna tell you how to handle your folks. These are red flags, ladies. These are red flags. Okay? That is the first step of abuse. People don't just walk up to you, hey, how you doing? Pat, 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 pat. No, there's steps to this shit. Okay? And it always, the beginning stage is always going to be isolation. Man, let me tell you something. If a person can't allow you to be around your folks, they can kick it with their folks, drink with their niggas, hang with their family. That's the excuse they going to fucking use every time they come home late or every time they come home drunk. But when it's time for you to kick it with your folks, you can't seem to figure out why the hell it's a problem. They always assume you with a whole nother mother. But what the fuck he do is justifiable. Yeah, I cut it short because y'all know what I was getting ready to say. That's toxic, baby. That's toxic. That is straight up and down toxic. You don't know 100% of what he got going on, but he know everything about you. It's a tactic. It's a tactic to break you down, baby. Yeah, it's called I'm going to build you up and then I'm going to break you down. It's build a block ass shit. Oh, yes, baby. I want to know every little thing about you. But the minute you try to find little shit about me, I tell you what I want to tell you. But the minute you find little shit about me, whether it's good or bad news, it's a problem. Baby, those are tactics of abuse. Narcissism, abuse. Whether it's narcissism or whether it's physical, all of it's narcissism. Don't make yourself a victim because you're trying to give him all of you. You trying to earn all his trust. Maybe if I tell him a little bit more about me, he'll tell me a little bit more about him. That's not how it works for them. Narcissistic people are predators. Okay? They're predators. That was their goal, is for you to unleash everything about yourself. So when it's time to use it against you, I'm going to use it against you. That's what predators do. They spy on you. They watch your every move. They come very, very passive. Okay? They act like everything cool, everything kosher. Everything's all love. And then they hit you. They don't hit you physically. Sometimes they hit you emotionally, mentally. It all depends. Okay? Especially if you hit them with the narcissistic injury. Narcissistic injury can be quite dangerous because that means you done hit their ego in a major way. Now they feel entitled that they gotta punish you. You must be punished for that. That's how narcissistic people operate. They punish you, whether it's through the silent treatment, whether it's no sex, whether it's they cheat on you, whether it's little shit. It's so many different ways. Whether they hold people against you, whether it's threats. Some of them might get as far as trying to pull their pistol out, trying to make it seem like, yeah, I got you, bitch. You better watch that nigga. All this shit, all that, baby, all of that. All of that. Those are signs, those are red flags for a nigga that's trying to trick you out of your position of knowing your worth. Because they lack worth in themselves. Those type of men are insecure. They lack confidence. They threaten to hit you. They ain't gonna hit you, but if they do hit you, why would they need to hit you unless they was already being abused in some way? See, narcissistic people don't realize that they give their power to something else or someone else. It could be from childhood. It could be the people around them. It could be anything. Because a person that's in their power don't need to bust or break anybody else down to feel powerful because they already have the power within themselves. So if they just through with you, they just through with you. They don't want to talk to you. They just don't want to talk to you. They don't have to seek it in you. Okay? So if you are an empath, you're a person who's a caring, loving person, oh, you are a perfect candidate. If you like to give, you and we sum it up streetwise, ride or die. Some people take that ride or die shit too damn far. Okay? Keep in mind now, you only time on them ID channels, and I keep bringing this up, only time you see a buffalo looking chick is if they going to jail. But the pretty ones that be lying in the ditch, hidden, found, and all, those be the pretty females. The ones with the potential of going somewhere in life, those are the ones they find. Y'all better listen to me. Y'all better listen to me. And I don't give a damn how fine the nigga is to you. I don't give a fuck how fine you think that man is to you. I don't give a damn how much money you think he have or how much money he got in his bank account. Those are the worst motherfucking kind if they narcissistic. Because now they feel like they got enough money to find you and enough looks to beat you down and cover that shit up. Oh, he don't look like the type to do that. Yes, he is. Y'all better wake the hell up. Don't pay attention to his personality, man. Pay attention to the pattern. This shit ain't a game. Y'all better wake the hell up. I've been through this stuff for years and years and years and years, baby. I ain't telling you something I don't know about. I ain't telling you nothing I don't know about. And the only reason why a lot of these parents, these elder parents, got a problem with me to this day is because they raised these same people. They raised these same people. They don't want to own up to all the stuff they put them through. Okay? So they cover it up with what they call love. That's not love. If you still condoning your child to do abusive things to cover up the abusive things that you have done, let's talk about it. I bet you don't. Okay? So I'm going to wrap this up. Y'all stay blessed, stay humble, stay healthy, but most of all, peace.